What if Samsung's next big win isn't about making the most advanced foldable, but making one more people can actually afford? With the July Unpacked event just around the corner, the focus has been on the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7, but now it looks like Samsung might have one more surprise up its sleeve. Thanks to a leak spotted by Android Central, we now have strong signs that a third foldable, the Galaxy Z Flip 7, phase real, and it might be launching alongside the main devices. This news came from a simple slip-up. Pigen, a well-known smartphone case maker, briefly listed cases for not only the Z Flip 7, but also something called the Z Flip 7 FE. The listings disappeared quickly, but not before confirming something big. Samsung's affordable foldable is on the way, and it's part of the same generation. That 7 in the name matters. It shows Samsung is treating this fan edition as a proper part of the 2024 foldable family, not just a side release. That's a big shift. Last year's Galaxy Z Fold FE skipped the number entirely, which left people wondering where it fit in. This time, Samsung seems more confident in its lineup. According to early renders and specs floating around, the Galaxy Z Flip 7 FE is expected to look a lot like the standard Z Flip 6. It will likely feature a 6.7-inch main screen and a 3.4-inch cover display, meaning from the outside, it'll still give off a premium feel, but it's the internal hardware that sets it apart. Instead of using the latest Snapdragon processor, the FE is rumored to be powered by the Exynos 2400E chip. It's also expected to include 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. The screen should support full high-definition plus resolution and run at 120 Hz, which still makes for a smooth user experience. What really makes this model interesting, though, is the expected price. Reports out of South Korea suggest a price tag of around 1 million Korean won. That could make it about 30% cheaper than the Z Flip 6, and this time, Samsung isn't waiting months to release a fan edition model. They're launching it right alongside their flagships. That could change how people see foldables. Until now, foldable phones have been viewed as luxury tech, priced way out of reach for most users. But by cutting the price while keeping the core foldable design, Samsung may finally bring this category into the mainstream. Of course, this isn't happening in a vacuum. Competition is heating up fast. New models like the Nothing Phone 3 are shaking things up with smart design and strong performance at a lower price. Samsung knows it has to stay ahead, and offering a more affordable foldable could be the key to doing just that. So if the leak is true and the Z Flip 7 FE is announced at Unpacked, it will mark a big change in Samsung's approach. Instead of making foldables only for tech lovers with deep pockets, they're opening the door to more users. A foldable that keeps the core experience, skips the flashiest parts, but costs far less? That's something a lot of people have been waiting for. So what's your take? Would a budget-friendly foldable finally convince you to try this new phone style? Or do you think foldables still have a long way to go? Let us know your thoughts, and if you found this update useful, hit the like button and subscribe for more news and leaks ahead of Unpacked. Is buying a new smartwatch about to get more expensive than you expected? If you've been holding out for Samsung's upcoming Galaxy Watch 8 series, it might be time to prepare your wallet. A new leak just revealed some major pricing changes, and not everyone will be thrilled. According to a recent report by WinFuture, Samsung is planning to raise the prices of the Galaxy Watch 8 and Galaxy Watch 8 Classic compared to their predecessors, but that's not all. The Galaxy Watch Ultra 2, which is more of a refresh than a complete overhaul, will still carry the same high price tag as before, making it the most expensive watch in Samsung's upcoming lineup. Let's break it all down, starting with the standard Galaxy Watch 8, which is expected to come into sizes 40mm and 44mm. These models could be priced about 40 to 50 euros more than the Galaxy Watch 7. To give you a better idea, the Wi-Fi only versions of the Watch 7 launched at 319 euros and 349 euros for the 40mm and 44mm sizes, respectively. So if the leak is accurate, The Watch 8 could be priced around €359 for the 40mm version and €399 for the 44mm version. That's not a massive jump, but it's enough to make people stop and think, especially when there aren't many groundbreaking changes expected in terms of design or features. Now, let's talk about the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic. This one is also going up in price. The previous Watch 6 Classic started at €419 for the smaller size and went up to €499 for the 47mm LTE model. The Watch 8 Classic could now start at €469 and go up to €549, again showing a €50 increase across the board. What's surprising here is that even though this model is called Classic, it won't be the most premium option in Samsung's new lineup. That title goes to the Galaxy Watch Ultra 2, or the 2025 version of the Ultra, which is reportedly sticking to the same €699 price tag, the 2024 version. What makes this even more interesting is that the Ultra 2 isn't expected to bring any major changes. The design is mostly the same, with only some minor color updates rumored. Many fans assumed that because there aren't big new features, Samsung might reduce the price. But instead, the company seems confident enough to keep that €699 figure. One thing that remains unclear is what will happen to the original Galaxy Watch Ultra from 2024. Will Samsung keep it in stores at a lower price, or retire it to avoid confusion? On one hand, keeping the older model would give people a more affordable entry into the Ultra category. On the other hand, having two nearly identical models could confuse customers who don't know which version they're buying. So it's likely that Samsung will quietly discontinue the original once the new one is launched at the Unpacked event next month. In summary, whether you're interested in the regular Watch 8, the more traditional Watch 8 Classic, or the high-end Watch Ultra 2, it's going to cost more this time around. These price hikes may not be massive individually, but they do add up, especially if you were planning to grab a premium model. What remains to be seen is whether Samsung adds enough new features to justify these price changes. Otherwise, users might feel like they're paying more just for the brand name. What do you think? Are you okay with the higher prices? Or is this too much for a smartwatch in 2025? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you found this breakdown helpful, give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on everything from Samsung's upcoming event. Ask ChatGPT. What if a smartphone could offer everything: professional level photography, ultra fast charging, satellite messaging, and a design that actually turns heads? That's exactly what Huawei is aiming for with its newest flagship, the Huawei P80 Ultra. It's part of the